How's it going? Jacob Dewitty, jacobdewitty.com, here to make music with purpose and help take your songs from idea to reality.
You can't steal this away from me. I am finally free. I wanna be the best for you, and everything I do. But I'm already enough. I don't need any crew. Now that I found my harmony, no way you're harming me. You can't steal this away from me. I am finally free.
So step one is the songwriting. So his songs are like disco funk. They're super upbeat. The lyrics are usually about love, passion. Since he loves music, it's about music. Of course, some of the beats he uses are like the bossa nova, which is the. Of course, you gotta have a really cool bass line in there. You've gotta have a lot of different rhythms going on. So those are the main themes. And now we'll consult my handy dandy notebook and see what I was thinking when I wrote this. So some of the key words I wrote were love of music, can't take this away from me, clarity in music. So then we move on to lyrics, and I actually have pages and pages of lyrics for this one. I'll just take the best lines from that was like 5 pages of lyrics. I'll just take the best rhymes, take the best lyrics that all fit together. And of course, the chords are the best part of the song. Of any funk/jazz song, we're gonna have some super complex chords. I love super complex chords. I'm a jazz pianist. So in the verse, we have A minor 7, B minor 7, C major 7, D 11, E minor 11, E7. And then in the chorus, we have
A minor 9, then C9, then F major 7, E7 add 13, and then E7 flat 13. That's where you get that.
Chord progressions are where I start all my songs, so that's the best part. And after that, we just build a melody around that. So now we'll get into recording. I recorded everything on piano first, got all the MIDI down. This is another song that we did in Pro Tools, so I can't show you the exact project right now. This is actually just the mastering file right here. But basically in Pro Tools, I just did the same thing I would do in here. Just piano MIDI, then I built out all the instruments. So tom and in funk, and a lot of funk, there's usually a lot of guitar, a lot of bass, stuff like that. But of course, as a piano player, I decided to use piano instead. So how I did this was I had a bunch of different piano layers with different kinds of pianos. So I had like a harsh piano doing some rhythm stuff. I had like a soft piano in the background, just a bunch of different piano layers. Then of course we had drums. I usually take all my drum samples from Splice. I have an electric kit I can record on. And the drum pattern was a couple different things. I did sort of a shuffle kind of feel, disco kind of feel, and then I did the bossa nova. I wanted to add a rhythm guitar, but instead I just added another piano layer. I did some E-pianos, some synths, some ambience, some rhythmic sounds. Of course, we had that bass guitar in there. And then for this song, I took a more minimalistic approach to recording vocals. Usually I'll have like 20 different harmonies, but for this one, I just had like a couple main harmonies and then just the lead throughout the whole thing. It wasn't straight pop, so mostly in pop, when you get to the chorus, you have your vocal pan left, pan right, then another vocal in the middle. So it sounds super wide. It sounds like an actual chorus. But for this funk, you had more of a one-way sound in the middle. And then at the end, I expanded out to the left and right kind of chorus feel. But for most of the song, I wanted the vocal to have that, this one vocal in the center, that's kind of a lo-fi kind of feel, is enough. The kind of idea of adding that final chorus where it was left and right with a key change, just like once you accept you're finally enough, everything expands. So that last chorus was great. And then I added a bunch of effects and risers. The risers really just built the tension, and you could tell exactly where the song was going. And of course, I had so many piano layers and just a bunch of different synth and ambience layers. I had to pan different things different ways. Added a bunch of different reverb. For mixing, the EQ and compression is pretty simple on this one. And of course, for mastering, I could show you here my usual. I added some saturation, different EQs, added some compression, of course, added some bass boost, and of course I checked out the loudness, made sure it's ready for streaming services, and I released it to all streaming services. This is on all streaming platforms if you want to give it a listen. The link's down below. If you want mixing and mastering services, that's on my website. You can watch this next, and I'll see you there.